We are vastly superior to humans. You know it to be true, so do not resist us. Coming to you live by a tape-delayed basis by means of digital distribution. This is Extreme Hardcore Nerds. Here are your hosts.
Well, after a short pause, we are back, and it is now time for the last two reviews of the day. First up, the 3rd Street Saints are back, and let the insanity ensue. Saints Row the 3rd.
So many lasers.
Oh yeah. So in this edition of the Saints, you have basically, after spoiler alert here, if you haven't
Super spoilers.
If you haven't played Saints the Second, at the end of the second one, you take over the Altor Corporation. And from that, you basically turn the 3rd Street Saints into a multimedia brand, a mogul, you know. You take your identities and you just throw it out there as marketing, as crappy energy drinks, as movie.
You become entrepreneurs.
Yep.
The entire gang is entrepreneurs.
You take the gangster lifestyle and basically make it hip and fashionable. But
kind of like the real world.
But you still wanna be, at heart, you're a gangster, so you still want to do that. So the game starts off with you wanting to rob a bank as yourselves. Yes.
You're in masks that are fashioned as your face.
Yep. And
because who doesn't want to be you?
Oh, and you have 4 members. You have Shandy, yourself, Johnny Gat, and this 4th guy who is researching the role to play you in an upcoming movie. So you go through and you try to rob the bank to not so much success. And that is where you get introduced to the Syndicate, which is a multinational crime organization who wants to bring the Saints in since they've been so successful. And in typical Saints fashion, you tell them to fuck off. And you have one of the craziest and wildest sequence of events I think I've ever seen in a video game.
They know how to play on my 14-year-old mind really well.
You go from trying to escape a plane to skydiving to shooting a bunch of guys that are falling out of the plane who are still trying to shoot you, to catching one of your Saints members, opening parachute, dropping her, shooting out the window of said plane, flying through said plane without hitting anything, tackling a guy, shooting him in the head, stealing his parachute, shooting a bunch more guys, free falling, catching your Saints member again, pulling your parachute, and landing in Steelport. Welcome to Saints the Third.
You know, I don't think Rambo, John McClane, none of them could do it.
You kind of lost me right away there, actually, with all that.
There's no possible way any action hero can do all of that.
This is over the top to the nth degree over the top.
This is like Chuck Norris, MacGyver, and, you know, fucking every one of them just coming together and having sex and making some small baby.
Yep.
And going, action.
So now you begin in typical Saints fashion. You're pissed off at the Syndicate. You're in a brand new town or in a place where you really haven't, branched out before in the town of Steelport. And you're looking to make some money. So what do you do? Call your homeboys and tell them we're moving to Steelport. And
break in someone's house and rob it. That's what you do.
Yep. And then through those actions, you meet some new friends.
You pick up some new allies.
And basically, your mission from that point on is to take the city of Steelport from the Morning Stars and from the Syndicate and turn it into another haven for the Saints. Now, this is GTA outdoing GTA.
More or less.
I mean, just the crazy whacked out stuff that you can do in this game is unbelievable. You have so many different submissions, from trafficking to mayhem missions, to running around collecting women for Zamos and
pimping.
And his pimping missions. There's a sequence in the game where your friend wants to relieve you of your fears for the upcoming battle.
Oh, yeah.
So what does he do? He puts you in his car with a fucking tiger.
Yeah, don't get used to that.
And you get to drive around town with this tiger clawing and gnawing at you while you're trying to zoom through traffic and everything else, while you have the mob chasing you. Yeah. Welcome to Saints the Third. Gameplay. If you play GTA, if you played the Saints, you've played this game. Graphics are actually really good for an open world game like this.
For an open world game like this, they're actually not bad.
Radio stations. I mean, again, if you played GTA,
they could be a little bit better. I like some of them. I mean, the moment I flipped on the first one, and the first channel is the Adult Swim channel, and I was like, this can't be. And it's playing the Venture Brothers channel. I'm like, all right, now you got me.
Well, see, I find myself listening to more of the mix. Because
I'll listen to that more now.
Because it was as soon as I stole my first car, which was kind of like the basically the new why am I drawing Cadillacs? And as soon as
I know which one you're talking about.
And as soon as I get into it, it's playing the song from Rocky right after Apollo dies, and I'm like, I really like this station now. Okay, we're gonna continue listening to it, and then we get I Need a Hero. I'm like, okay, favorite station without a doubt. Nothing's gonna top it.
Yeah.
So, as far as the weapons go, you get lots of variety. You have your regular combat ones. You have your pistols. You have your SMGs, assault rifles, shotguns, explosives, and specialty weapons. Now, all these are upgradable throughout the game as well, but one thing I really like is you get control over a plane hovering over the city that you can just launch missiles out of.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy.
The VLT is funny.
Yeah. And so I love going to there's a gang operation going on here. Choop. Missile. Yeah, boom. Goodbye.
Yeah, you get that get that Predator drone pretty fucking early. That's like the first big gun you get.
Yep,
is the Predator drone.
So I mean, just the storyline is so far over the top. There's so much to do. I mean, and you can constantly go around buying businesses, buying property, so you keep earning income. You keep earning respect, so you can keep buying more guns and more ammo and things like that. Have I missed anything?
Weapons, guns, cars. You can customize. Character customization.
You can buy different clothing outlets, and you can customize. You can customize everything: your clothes, physical appearance, how big your manhood is. Yep, that's actually in the game.
I'm sorry. It's not called that. It's called this. What's it called? The sex meter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sex appeal.
Sex appeal.
Yep. And if you're a woman, you get to control how big your huevos are.
Huevos.
Your melons.
And don't feel about being discouraged, any person. If you choose whichever side, there is a lovely image and surgeon guide, so you can change between genders free on the fly.
Yep.
It's actually a mission where you will do that.
Oh God. So yeah, I've got my guy dressed in sports jacket, kind of nice pants, decent shoes, purple cowboy hat, rocking the handlebar mustache.
My guy looks like Panthro. He's blue. He's got cat eyes. I tried to file the nails, and he's got pointy ears.
Nice.
The only problem is the customization down to the clothing is the real issue. But I'll talk to issues when we get through all of the happy.
So, I mean, like I said, this game is so far out there.
Oh yeah, this game is a game I'd give to any person of any age because it's just too stupid. It knows and it's self-aware. It's self-aware that it's stupid. It totally knows it's being stupid,
and it doesn't care. It literally says, "Are we really going there?" And your other character will like, "Yeah, why not?"
Oh,
okay, we're going
there. That is one
there.
thing I will give praise for this game. For now, a lot of the other games, writing. The writing in this game is actually pretty fucking good.
Yes, the storyline or the little in between segments are good. Your interaction with
just even interaction in gameplay is just funny. Just listening to them banter sometimes is pretty fucking hilarious. Just the first mission where you're robbing the bank and as he's getting the plane ready, the cops start showing up and their first reaction is, "Wow, how long do you think this is going to take?" And he goes, 1, 2 waves of cops? Yeah, I think that's about right. He doesn't refer to it as time or anything. He knows it's waves, and it's like, yeah, it's waves in the game. So it's like, okay. It's like they almost realize and know that they're in a video game.
Yep. And they do have, community mode where you can go and create your own like little missions and stuff, kind of like what Infamous 2 did.
I don't know that one.
It's
probably in the menu thing. Okay, and I haven't gone there yet.
Again, my Xbox Live isn't working, so I haven't had.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, it's there, and you can share your characters and your outfits. So I mean, you can constantly download people's creations and stuff like that. They have their own horde mode. WH.
Horde mode, where you play waves upon waves of female ladies of the evening.
Yep. Just coming after you.
I finally understand what most rock stars feel like. In the worst way ever.
And I'm like, I don't care. There's only one weapon I'm using the entire time, and that's the penetrator.
First thing about.
Because nothing says I love you more than getting slapped in the face with a baseball bat with a giant purple dildo wrapped on it.
Yeah, that hurts.
So many, many good things to say about this game. You're probably going to guess what our review is going to be. Now, as far as some of the negatives.
The negatives are just as heavy as some of the good. The game starts you on these high levels of just pure what the fuck sometimes. Mm-hmm. And you think that there's no way they could go any more in that direction. After that first mission, as you meet some of your new characters, their missions are just as fucked up. Zemos was pretty messed up to begin with. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want too many people on my team who I pick them up and they're in full leather.
Full SMM gear.
It's full leather bondage gear, and they're strapped to what appears to be a horse-drawn carriage thing, and he's got a fucking tail coming out of his ass. So, yeah, high levels of fun, but for all those highs, there are heavy lows, and they just drag. The one thing that the game really does like to do, it's when you start after that and you get to see all your areas, there are no other little mini missions on the map yet. They're just all question marks, or they're just not apparent. You get those through playing the story modes. And what you think, which I'm guessing you've figured out already, the gameplay modes that you will take on the story modes are actually just first segments of the mini missions that you will have to do to take over the city. And when you figure that out, you kind of realize, I'm going to have a lot of things I don't want to play. One of them that you were mad about, where you had to sit in a chopper, and yeah, guess what that is, buddy? Yeah. And guess who does that a lot? Yeah. So those things will appear quite often, and you just sit there and you go, I don't want to do this again and again. And that can be a definite low for them.
Some mission development really left questions. Like there's one where you're supposed to be rescuing this gal, and rather than have you part of the posse that's going to get her out of this situation, or you being the wheelman, no, we're just going to put you in the helicopter, and lets you snipe people and or shoot rockets at them as they're... But we're not going to go the short way through town. No, we're going to take the scenic route and go this way and that way.
See, now the thing is, I know you don't like it because it's on rails. Wait till you get the one where you have to drive the chopper. And
I don't mind it.
But she's driving all mad through the city and not having an actual destination. So it's kind of the difference of watching her and watching everything else around her.
See, I wouldn't mind driving the chopper. The thing that I always get mad at is, oh, here, give me an RPG. I have to blow up cars
That's a lot. Believe me, it's a lot easier with that than it is with the plane, because how far you have to fly up. All the rockets are timed in horribly different ways. Okay. So trying to aim is god awfully weird. Okay. It's literally aiming like 2 minutes before the car is coming. So you have enough time to make sure the rockets get there.
Yeah, but I was going to say, but it seems like I'm doing more damage to her vehicle than I am.
And it has splash damage, so always shoot when the cars are behind her, or let them get close, because she'll eventually drive away and then hit them.
Yeah.
That's how we always do it. I actually played with another friend, which is nice. This whole game can be played competitively in co-op with another person, which I did for the first, I think, 10 missions. Pretty much the whole beginning of the game I played with somebody else, which was my biggest fun part. When those lows set in, the one mission you're talking about with the pimps, Snatch, the first time it's fun. The second time, you get really mad. And the third time, it gets even worse.
See, but there's one thing that you can upgrade that made it very easy for me.
What do you do for that one?
There's an option that on your phone, like where you can upgrade like your health, your bonuses, your gang, the whole shebang. There's an option on there where you can pay to have, where you can make a phone call and all gang operations.
It doesn't work in there.
See, it's worked for me so far.
In those modes, the phone goes off. The phone part is out. It won't let you do that.
Okay.
So you can't do that. And that is, thank you, Gunner. Or Garrett, I don't know which one.
Not Gunner.
But the other part is that it has weird technical issues in those parts too. It changes things and it doesn't really tell you. Like how you said the phone works in that part, it doesn't work for me. And I'm guessing you just didn't get to that part that it does that. Also, when you're doing that mission, you can't throw grenades out the window. It's really weird quirks and tricks that I don't understand why. But like if you get out of the car, I can throw grenades. And when I'm not playing the mission, I can throw grenades out of the car. For some reason, I can't. Also, AI. AI for your main characters is good. AI for anyone else is stupid.
Yeah.
Trying to get them to get to the car is god awful. Especially when pretty much once you have any kind of star rating, everyone knows in the city where you are, and they will always keep coming for you. And quite a few of those parts, you will have to shoot members, which means your star rating is going to go up.
Yep.
So more guys, bigger guys. So sitting somewhere and having to have people come to the car is some kind of weird patience that just doesn't need to be had. A lot of the mini missions are just continuals of that. Some of them are just variations of that. Snatch, trafficking. I can't remember the last one, but they're all basically driving-based missions where you just drive somebody from some place to another or get them off. Some of them are really fun. You didn't mention Professor Genki, Super Extreme. Those are fun. I really wanted more of those. There are only a few.
I think that's going to be DLC.
It seems like it shouldn't be. There's, I hate to say that some of them are actually, some missions are specific to certain areas only.
Yeah.
Kinsey has a lot more of the heli missions than Zemos or the Luchador guy. While Zemos will have more of the snatch trafficking missions.
Yep.
So the variation is pretty much there. So yeah, definitely expect if you're gonna get it, there's gonna be those high peaks, but it's gonna take in the middle. There are some horrible valleys and just mundaneness that get really quick, really fast. So you'll have to drag your way through most of those to get to the next level. I don't know if the game though is 100% bent on you having to take over the entire city to finish it. I don't believe it does. Most of the missions you can carry are through your phone, and they'll progressively move you up the ladder to how much you control the city.
Yep.
But I don't think you have to go to 100% to actually win or
finish the storyline of the game. So I have a feeling we're going to have two different scores on this.
Pretty much. The one mode I was really looking forward to only happened once, and I was so angry because that's all I got of it. The one time they brought us in there, it's just a Tron level of me on the motorcycle.
Yep.
and it's just me moving across from fire. That's it. And I was like, really? No more? No shooting mission? I was like, oh. I was so saddened by that. Yeah. It hurt.
It's all right.
So I haven't played the horde mode yet. I have uploaded a few characters myself, and I've also taken some screenshots, which if you want my my Barbara Gordon dressed slightly as Nightwing, you can.
Again, once I get my
Once you can.
So, well, like I said, I got a feeling we're going to have two different scores here, so I'm going to go first. I'm giving Saints the Third 9.25.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple points in the game where it feels like it gets kind of mundane, and it being an open world game, you're going to get a lot of those, repeat missions, or you're going to get kind of some breaks in between and stuff like that. But there's so much to do in this game, and it is so far over the top, and everything that I love about, originally what I loved about GTA has been brought over and just ramped up to the nth degree. I absolutely love Saints. I can't deny it. It gets all the praise I can give it.
All right.
I am firmly behind the Saints.
Well, since they've already announced that there's a Saints 4, it kind of wavers that picture of this is as far as they could have gone, because clearly it's not.
And it's going to be more over the top than this.
So, yeah, so that clearly would rank this isn't the craziest. I didn't play Saints 1. Well, no, I played Saints 1. I didn't play Saints 2. When I've already heard all of the rumors that Saints 2 is way better, which I'm firmly behind in believing. And a lot of reviews have gone towards that Saints 2 was a lot better with a lot of different things. This one does go over the top, and I am happy that I got it. Though the mundane parts are really much dragging me down and continuing the story and wanting to have fun, I'm definitely seeing that, yes, this game will keep you entertained for those highs, but it will quickly drop you down and get you to those low points where you're like, I don't know if I want to continue anymore. So you have to be a person who can take those highs and then take the valleys and then wait for the next high to come. I'm definitely going to probably throw this with a lot of reviewers, but maybe a little bit higher. Probably 7, 9, 8. It's fun. Anyone can get this game.
7, 9, 8?
7, 9, or an 8.
Okay.
Most reviews have been 7, 7, or 7 flat.
Okay.
For what they've come through to what they've gone, this is graphically it looks beautiful. Anything you destroy has damage. It slowly degrades. Everything's great like that. Ragdoll can be a little bit better. I've had a few times where just getting out of the car, I just fall over for some reason. I don't know why. AI could use some work. I've had some issues with customizing some cars. I don't know why they don't just give you everything. I seem to be one of the person that found all of the technical problems wrong with the game. Like, if you drive one of the Syndicate cars,
yep,
and you take that to customizer, it won't let you customize it. But if you find that same car on the street from another person, you can customize it. I don't understand why they would have that weird restriction. It's very odd. So there's definitely some things that would stop me from wanting to play because it's just like, why can't I do this? It's like, you give me all this freedom, and then it's like, okay, here's something you can't do. Why? It's not even a big reason of why I can't do it. So, yeah. Any person who hasn't played any of the games, I definitely say this is a game that can get anybody who hasn't played 1 or 2. You don't need to have. You can jump right in.
Jump right into it.
You can totally jump right in. But if you're a person who has that mindset of, I like having consistency and not just sudden drops, you're not going to like this a lot because it goes so high and then you're just down there and it's like, okay, do a submission, do a submission, do a submission, do a submission, do a submission. I mean, at one point I called one of the guys and it was literally just a cutscene of me talking to him and then I just left. I didn't do a mission at all, which I'm sure you've only had one with when you finished the Luchador guy.
Yep.
And when in between that. It's like, I'm not done here. You're still on my phone. Why didn't we do a mission? So it's like,
yeah,
okay.
But as soon as I got done with that, he disappeared.
Oh, no, because I fetched Kenzie and she still shows up.
Okay.
And even before that, there was one mission where I just go in there and she's just like, well, they're just doing stuff. Okay, bye. No shooting anybody, nothing? No? Okay. So, yeah, there's definitely things that can be proved upon. There's definitely things that will stop certain people from wanting to continue, especially if you can't handle mini missions and tons of them. So,
okay.
Varying reviews. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's
Hi.
Garrett.
How you guys doing?
Hey.
Well,
you okay, buddy?
Yeah, I was just waiting for you guys to get done.
Oh, this is the part of the show
Very patiently, I can tell.
where I just throw my hands up in the air, sit back.
You playing your song?
Hey,
I
it's
have-
like the best game this year that will probably win Game of the Year that
I can do
we're going to be
this.
reviewing
I
right
can
now.
give this fucking game a review with 2 simple words, but I'm not going to.
Because it's not a review, it's an opinion.
No, it's a review.
No, it's not.
So with that, I'm going to sit back and let
The people who've actually played it.
Larry, Curly, and Mo here.
Wait,
Discuss-
I call Curly.
one smart one.
I'll start if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, Gunnar hasn't started.
So-
I'll go second, and then Stefan, you can go third.
Fuck that. No, play.
So
Well, dude, you
Skyrim.
played most
Okay.
of the game.
So-
review.
It is here. Gunnar.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Going into Skyrim, I originally wasn't going to even bother this. I kind of had, not as stubborn as Andy's thoughts on this game, but definitely wasn't like hyped about it, wasn't going to get it.
Same
I
here.
hated Oblivion,
Oh, yeah.
and I popped this in, and I am stunned. This is a great game, first of all. Some things that I am really glad they fixed were the menus are a lot cleaner. Combat is a lot cleaner. When you create a character, if you've played Oblivion, when you're going through the dungeon and you have to make all these decisions about this is the type of person I am, this is the kind of choices I've made in my life already, this is the character you get out, it doesn't do that. This, you pick a race, you design what your character actually looks like, and that's it. They drop you right into the game from there, and you build what kind of character you are by playing through it. And in the beginning, it gives you a little bit so you can kind of choose what you want to do. If you want to be more focused on magic, if you want to be focused on strength, or you want to be focused on magic. Did I say magic?
Yeah.
Or arrows, whatever. So
Alchemy,
you get to
potions.
choose what kind of style you want as you play. And they don't limit you in the beginning to, you need to do this right now to, get to this point. One of the problems I did have with this game is the difficulty curve. I originally set my difficulty on the middle one. There's 5 different difficulties, and it wasn't bad. I mean, it was hard, but it wasn't where... I ended up getting stuck on a part, and I just could not do it because every time I would turn around, I'd get killed. So I dropped it down difficulty just so I can keep moving through it because I only had it for 2 days. So I kept going, and the same thing was happening. There was literally no difference in difficulty from 2 to 3. So I dropped it down again. I went down to the easiest level, and then everything just dies in one hit, it seems. So the difficulty between 1 and 2 are ridiculous, and 2 and 3 are obsolete.
Very weird. It supposedly had a skilling factor for all of the characters, so they wouldn't...
I didn't get that part then.
Well,
The
supposedly
difficulties
there's a
and kind of...
scaling thing in there, so it can keep the
Yeah.
characters
I thought
from
the-
ever getting
the
so...
big technical advancement of this was supposed to be that the game scaled itself and the world wrapped around you.
Thank you.
I'm
Hey,
talking
Andy,
about the
Andy,
difficult
did you
setting.
buy the game too, Andy?
I didn't.
Oh, wait, Andy, you didn't, so never mind. Be quiet.
You did a serious burn there, sir.
I know. I feel so heartbroken right now. I don't know what
We'll leave the dissing of Andrew to me since I'm here.
Okay. Could you hit him for me, too?
Why?
Just because I want you to? Okay, sorry,
What have I
Gunnar,
ever
we
done
interrupted.
anything once to me?
Basically, the only other thing I can think of right now is I know when I was playing it on like 2 or 3 different instances, someone would walk by watching me play it and ask if I was playing BioShock.
Yeah. Playing as an
Because the
archmage,
way
it kind of
I was
like
playing a
that.
battle mage, so I had an axe in one hand and
Fire
the
in
flame spell in my other hand. And when I would walk and stuff, the way he just moves an axe, they're like, "So what kind of injection is that?" And I'm like, "It's magic." Like, magic? Aren't you playing Bioshock? I'm like, "No, this is Skyrim." And they're like, "Oh, oh, all right." I was like, "Yeah."
How the heck can you get those two mixed up?
Well, just from
Bioshock
the
is
HUD, it
in.
looks kind of the same. Yeah.
No. I would not have guessed that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it sounds
So-
like Gunner's chimed in.
I'd say
Beavis, Butthead.
I'm butthead.
Okay,
Any-
so my turn now. I love the game.
Apparently great.
I beat Oblivion 100%.
Quiet Daria.
I even got like the
People don't listen.
DLCs on Oblivion, so I was basically expecting what to go in. Yeah, I like the character customization too. The character customization I love that because I hate deciding of what I want to do and everything else, and I just didn't like that, so I love that. The menu system, I kind of did not like. You guys might have liked. I thought it was too sensitive, and then other points it wasn't sensitive enough.
What do you mean sensitive?
It's just like I hit start, and then you get like the items, magic, and all that, inventory and all that, or whatever, like those 4 different categories, and I keep on hitting up, and it doesn't give me like the magic portion or whatever or anything like that. It doesn't give me anything. It doesn't pop up for me right away, so I didn't like that. I was more used to probably like the Oblivion menu system, so that's maybe why I didn't really enjoy it. On the menu system, that is. The quests so far are outstanding. I love the different varieties of the quests. It feels really, really fun. Feels really, really smooth. I did find an awesome bug when I did find an awesome bug, and what it was one of the quests was I needed to sneak into a house, like use my lockpick, which I really enjoy that lockpick kind of way. I needed to sneak in this, so I lockpicked the door. I opened up the door, and there was no ground to the house. I walk in the house, I fall, and I keep on falling. I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just restart the game, do it. Did it again. Kept on falling, and would not let me get in the house at all. So I thought that was actually a really annoying bug, let's say, but I eventually got it to work, so. The other thing I really don't like is, in Oblivion, it was easy to fast travel. It was, I don't think you really needed to find the big cities or whatever in Oblivion. You could just like click on it and fast travel. In this, you actually need to find the stuff. And I literally, like, all the quests I have in Skyrim right now is on the other side of the map.
You know, you can, there is a, oh, sorry, you want to say something?
I was going to say, Oblivion, Fallout 3, New Vegas, you all had to find the place before you could flash travel to it.
Then I think Oblivion was special for me because I did not need to find those places.
Unless you might have had a perk for that.
Yeah.
I did not need to find all the cities on Oblivion. I could just click on it and say fast travel.
You can get to all the cities without traveling to them, the major cities. There's a guy outside of all of the ports of the major cities that you can pay 500 or 200 coins, and he will take you to any one of the cities without having to actually travel there.
Seriously?
Yeah. He's in a horse-drawn carriage outside. He'll be like the first guy you'll talk to.
I really wish that you told me, then I wouldn't need to have wasted like 10 minutes to run across the whole entire map.
You never
Thank
brought it
you.
up.
Fast travel back to your big city and just pay the guy and have him take you there.
No,
yeah, I know.
He could.
But
he didn't bring it up till now. If you had told us to me. Do you have a strategy guide? He should already tell you that in the strategy guide.
Yeah, oh yeah, the strategy guide is like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
It's big. The other thing that I really found kind of annoying, but I really like, was the crafting stuff. And I know that was Fallout 3 and all that, and I'm sorry, Andy, I was never a big Fallout person. I played it, I borrowed it.
There's no crafting, I thought, in Fallout 3.
The crafting stuff wasn't like it? Oh, I thought it was kind of... well, then again, I only played a little bit of Fallout. I never actually played
There's no crafting in Fallout, dude.
Oh, well, then what about, like, making your armor and your weapons and sharpening them up? Like, I like that. I thought that was really interesting.
You could repair your weapons and make them better.
You could upgrade the weapons, but, I mean, it wasn't, like, crafting in this thing like in the alchemy.
Like, you need to have certain things here or there to combine together to make something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but whatever. The one more complaint that I had was I don't know what a two-handed sword is, and I don't know what a one-handed sword is.
Okay, so
it says it.
No,
some of them.
One-handed sword.
What?
No,
two-handed sword.
They don't have any actual thing that tells you that.
Like it doesn't say simply one or two, but you can tell by the type of sword it is, and just by looking at it. Like
if it's a heavy sword, it's always going to be two-handed.
Okay, this was one thing that we talked about last week, and that I actually went on YouTube and watched a couple videos. You are wrong on that.
What?
That it does tell you when you select a sword, if it has an LR next to it, it's a two-handed weapon. If it just has an L or an R, it's only a one-handed weapon because you can choose what hand you want to wield it in. So it does tell you.
Oh no, the L or the R, that's in the menu system. That's not, but that's actually getting the sword. You have to physically buy it and then use it. That's not what we're talking about. Like when you actually are in the menu to purchase, it doesn't tell you. Oh. So that the thing is that tells you it's a heavy weapon. Any heavy weapon will be two-handed. Yeah. Because you need to use two hands to use a heavy weapon. Same way for your armor. So yeah, that's the only way you can tell. That's how I figured it out. Because it will always say heavy weapon in the corner.
Yeah, because the bigger, heavier weapons always.
We're going to require that. Yeah. So.
And I also want my housemaid back.
Yeah, she's gone. Just let it go. Go find one of the elves and have the impaler.
No, I want my housemaid back.
It's not going to happen unless you get a house. Go get the $5,000 and you can buy the house.
Maybe for sure. $5,000 and.
It's a request that we got, and for some reason it doesn't.
Well, maybe you don't like spend money then, or whatever.
I don't. I save it.
Okay. So
whatever. It's fun. I like it. I like the different stuff.
Review.
It's big. It's gorgeous. I also got chased by 5 dragons all at once. That wasn't fun.
What the hell did you do?
One of the
did you
things
just
that
fucking shoot every one of them that you saw?
I was running across the whole entire map, and like a dragon just started like following me and then killing me. And we're up here, I'm like,
the battle like continuously get bigger. So the more like if you attack something and something walks by, 8 will start joining in, and then the bigger it gets, just more and more things will start joining.
I do.
So you can have like really epic battles.
That is pretty fun. So
I also like got attacked by like 5 different mammoths. That was quite fun.
Okay, so I guess I'll throw in my 2 cents and thoughts. Yeah, since no one went over the beginning of the story, since the main story can be done in 2 hours for all those who would like to know.
$60 game.
I thought we announced that already.
Yeah, we did.
No.
News is old.
The main story, the whole point is not about the main story of that. There are 600 quests, though. Shut up. Try and finish them all in 2 hours.
$60 for 2 hours.
It's not the main story.
What? Okay. Yeah, but
hold on.
Tell me that you're going to sit there and play the main storyline.
It's hard to even say that's the main story.
Wait.
Yeah. Well,
so
I would throw for
this.
Well, I would throw this for the menu system as well. You don't know what the main story is sometimes. How it shows up, when you do a quest, they all show up in the same slot, no matter what.
Okay.
So I haven't figured out why they have a miscellaneous then, because it doesn't make any sense if everything just goes into that slot when you do it. So it's really weird.
The main story has its own slot. miscellaneous, but then once you get the miscellaneous,
it goes
then
into that same spot.
Then
Yeah,
you get
but
your own quest.
all
on that
of those stories go into
thing,
that
which
slot.
goes on the other thing.
I
really,
will
really
agree
weird.
that the menu system is a little convoluted in the sense that there are 3 different kinds of menus: the start, the back, and then just the actual skill menu. They're all separate menus, and that can become a little cumbersome at times, just trying to get to each one and figure out where you're going to. I definitely would have liked in this one for more of a hotkey to switch weapons sometimes, instead of just press the down on the D-pad. Now I can choose if I want to use a bow and arrow or a sword or magic and something. It's there, and obviously it's there to help, but sometimes I would have loved you could just, okay, I can press these 2 buttons and I'll pull out a sword. I can press these 2 buttons, I can pull out magic. It would be a little bit quicker. Fight system is gorgeous. I love the just random encounters of fights of just rolling through the woods, and then all of a sudden 2 fucking guys come from nowhere and start attacking you, and then all of a sudden there's a troll behind you, and then all of a sudden a dragon comes up and you're like, God damn it. And the nicest thing though is sometimes they will all just attack each other. I had the greatest one of just rolling through, and 2 giants were sitting in the corner and they're tending to mammoths, and a dragon shows up and I'm like, not fucking doing this, I can't do this. The dragon apparently didn't spot me first. It spotted the 2 giants, so it comes down and attacks them, and then I get behind him and I just start attacking the dragon, and I'm like, triple experience for me. So that is pretty good. I will say that there are a few hidden glitch issues. My first thoughts when I turned on the game, of course with Andrew, the load screen came up and I went, fuck this!
It's such a marvel in technology, and we still have load screens.
But my real thoughts were, fuck this! I got into the game, made my character, and the first thing we do after a dragon comes by is, we need to escape. Let's go to the dungeon. Oh God, no, not this again.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I feared for when we were going through the dungeon again, because I felt it's going to be a fucking hour thing. I think I'm going to be doing something, and then I'm not going to get anywhere. Luckily, that ended in 20 minutes, so I was okay.
Yeah, that was that fast.
Yeah, everything is pretty much simple to get into. The story is really, really great. It's just like Gunnar said, this make your own adventure kind of thing. You can build your character in any way you shape or seem. All power for magic. You can be completely potions and alchemy driven. You can completely battle hardened and driven. Definitely some few issues, a few things for more of not just the technical, but explanations of how to do things and where to go can be kind of a problem. The main thing where you take a quest and your helper that's with you just leaves because I guess you can't have more than one person that is combat driven or going to be with you in your party at a time.
Yep, that sounds like New Vegas.
Yeah,
but you could always have one person and you could have the dog.
Yeah.
Or the robot.
Or the robot, yep.
So that kind of gave problems because once that quest was over, that person left and you didn't get your helper back. So
yeah, what the deuce, man?
What the hell? So
yeah, what the
that
deuce?
Kind of was a problem.
See, and at least in New Vegas, you at least kept your helper.
Yeah, so...
Wow, something that New Vegas was better on than Skyrim.
Actually, I think that might be a technical problem. I don't know if that's actually full on. Those things, definitely a lot of the smaller issues, you seeing repeating characters, repeating voices. They will replay audio multiple times, even when you're nowhere near the places they're supposed to be. The blacksmith chick comes walking up to me, and I'm all the way up near the castle, and she starts telling me, oh, well, go inside the shop and see if you want to buy something. I'm like, I'm nowhere near the shop. Why are you selling me stuff? I'm
advertising.
I'm confused. I don't know where you're from.
I just thought of 2 things. One, they're like the conversations sometimes, and the third world, like the random NPCs having conversations, will sometimes be louder than the conversations you're trying to have.
Yeah. So the audio will play over you. And even just on that, sometimes the conversations are great just to be walking into town, and there's 2 kids, and they're just fighting over chores. That's really funny just to see NPCs arguing that have nothing to do with you.
You can also play tag with them too, or hide and go seek. I played hide and go seek one of them, and I didn't even try to find them.
Then
we lost forever,
another thing.
Yeah, so there's a lot of little stuff that's really fun to do in the game, and it's really great for that aspect. There are a lot of small technical issues that play problems I don't know when the time is on, but all in all, this game, for what its predecessors have done from any section from Fallout Vegas, Fallout 3, and Oblivion. I mean, just on that section, this definitely would pull me back into this world of wanting to do this again. Because, yeah, after Morrowind, I was just like, I don't want to fucking ever go back to medieval times with this company. It was cumbersome and weird, but this streamlines a lot of those issues. It gets you right into the action. It gives you a very simple mode of play, choosing between third person and first, giving you either melee or magic. You can do anything you really want to do with these characters and go in any direction you really feel. There isn't any set path, so you don't feel constrained to something. Definitely, I'm trying to remember the other game you had where, you know, you're just walking and missions just everywhere. This is like that. I mean, just walking through the town before I even was going to the main spot, 4 or 5 other missions pop up on my menu. Just people wanting me to do stuff for them. Go kill this. Go do that. Go, you know, go save somebody.
There's another one big tech fix they did. In your conversations, they no longer zoom in on the person's face.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. See all of the graphical glitches in here. Close up. So, yeah. Definitely lots of fixes between that. Their faces aren't super rounded and they don't look like they're all suffering from like jaundice. Really nice. That really helps. So, yay pluses.
Scores.
Yay plus.
Yeah, yay pluses. This is a game that if you're a fan of the medieval anything, play. If you're a fan of open world,
If you're a fan of
if you're a fan of Bethesda, if you're any one of those kinds of people, even if you're not and you want to get into something new and different, that is
even if you're Andy Kruger, you do.
I can't hear what he's saying, but anything that's not Shooter 2011, or just something different. This is definitely something you can get into. Anyone can jump into this. I just saw a little girl play.
So game of the year?
It's definitely on the list of Game of the Year. I will put it there.
He's just really trying to egg me on right
Yeah,
now.
he's trying, but he's not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Stefan,
What?
So,
what's your score?
Since yay pluses as in a score,
Well, my score...
money to mouth time.
I'm definitely going to give this game, for all of its small problems, but so much of what it's doing, I'm giving this game 9.8.
Garrett?
Anybody else?
9.5.
I'm going to give mine the same exact score I gave Batman, a 9.5.
And the only reason why I docked it was...
Moving my score up to 10 now.
The only reason
The only reason Batman got a 9.5 was because I didn't want to give them too much hope and then mess up the third game. The reason this is getting a 9.5 is because there are those small little annoying details where...
What you guys were describing doesn't sound like small little annoying details. They sound...
Well, they're nothing that stop the game in that way. They're like, they're like glitches, but that aren't glaringly evil that make me go, I don't want to play this anymore because of that.
Dude, my annoying detail was when I couldn't walk into the house without falling down constantly.
That sounds like a game-breaking glitch.
That sounds like an issue. But I don't know where he's at or what he's doing, I wouldn't know.
It got fixed right away after that.
Where I had one of those in New Vegas where I got a thing, I got to a point, played for 2 hours, and just being stupid me didn't save, got to one of those parts, and had to go back those 2 hours and redo all of that, where in Skyrim they have 3 autosaves going at a time.
Well,
they'll rotate all those.
Beast.
Yeah.
I mean, go into the menu, autosave. Go into a town, autosave. Talk to somebody, autosave. It's like, God damn it. It's like, when do I get to save, damn it? So, yeah, it definitely is that. It alleviates your problem with Fallout New Vegas in timing. Nothing is on a timer base. Somebody could be in horrifying peril. Someone just got kidnapped and they're doing something terrible to them. Okay, I'm going to go find this apple 6 towns over real quick, though. I'll be back. Nothing is on a time base, so you have all the time in the world to do your quest. That's nice. I don't want to stress that enough that I hate anything when I'm on a timer. It's like, God, now I got to skip all this stuff and hopefully nothing comes up in between. So
Batman.
That hardly had any time things except 1 or 2 missions were actually time based, but nothing in there
I was going to say the Zaz ones where you were flying across the sea.
Yeah, we're the only ones that were time-based and actually getting them, and the one at the very end with the Joker.
Yep.
But everything else, yeah, as soon as you got the mission, you could take as much time as you wanted to get there. You never had to be there on a specific area, which is why I definitely go, sense of disbelief is very, very believable here. Because otherwise, Batman would never save anybody.
Oh, I also like the different factions that they have, too. They still have, like, the Mercenaries Brotherhood, Mages Guild, but they also now have, like, the Champions and the League people, too, or whatever. I like it.
I do like that the whole game's kind of taking place in the middle of this civil war between all the nations.
Okay.
You know, and being who you are, and you're supposed to be very special according to all these people, but yet no one treats you like you are. No one's like fighting to get you on one side of the faction. So
you gotta earn your respect. Like to be Thane or whatever, you need to like do a bunch of quests.
There's a specific quest that you have to do, but yeah, even when you're Thane in one area, they hardly recognize you in any of the other towns as Thane. They don't bring it up. They don't talk to you.
Oh no, you're only Thane in one town.
Yeah.
You gotta. I'm Thane right now in 4 different towns.
Yeah, I'm only Thane in one, but that's the thing though. It doesn't. It acts like as a real world. Word just doesn't spread because you've done one good thing to just one place. It takes time to.
But I do like it though. When you are Thane, you can go around sneaking in people's business and all that. And you won't get in trouble.
Yeah.
You're gonna like,
totally
I'm Thane.
I'm Thane
wait.
in this town.
I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Just
it only does.
don't
It only
do
does
it again.
once, though.
I'm like, oh,
like,
sweet.
You
I like
have to
that.
forgive me for this one thing. Unless you like murder a guard, then you possibly can't get out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But like you pickpocket somebody and get caught, or you steal something, which is another thing that can be a little bit of a problem. Picking up stuff is actually looking at it. So at times when I'm trying to get the guy so I can talk to him, I might hit an item behind him and he'll go, "You thief!" And I'm like, God damn it, I can't just return it either. It won't just let me drop it and be like, everything's forgiven. It's like, no, someone's going to come in here and fucking take me to jail. And all the shit I stole previously is going to be gone, so that can be...
Yeah, where is the Thieves Guild?
I'm not sure yet.
It's hard to get to, but...
You tell me on Xbox.
This is the mini... did it stop?
No, it's still going.
Okay. Yeah, just so much fun. Mini-map issues, though.
Yeah.
Yes, good game. Okay, we have our host, Andy. We have Stefan, Gunner, and me. Okay, we good. Bye.
Yeah, since we'll actually try to end the show normally.
Yeah. I have been your host, your all-knowing, exalted one himself, your king of kings, Bethesda can kiss my ass, Andy Kruger, along with...
your ever-present, ever-delectable, Nordic god of the rims, Dark Reaper, Stefan Creighton.
Shouldn't there be another Rim Jobs?
No, I don't work for that company yet.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I'm not that. I don't think I'm that kind of black.
Gunner, say your name, please.
The Lurg Orc Warrior Mage, Rondon, Backseat Goodbye, Turtle Painter, Goat Lover, Gunner Sipper.
Are you still painting?
Yeah, I'm not even like maybe half done.
And finally with us.
Go Bears, beat those Chargers. Garrett 4.
Peace, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.